inexperienced GM, and he's worried that if your character dies, you'll be upset, sort of thing. You know what I mean? And as far as I'm concerned, character death is part of the game.
Yeah, so
and I remember,
you take it personally, don't you?
Yeah,
when you're younger.
And well, I've still got friends who still do take it personally. I will say that.
Just to interrupt a little bit, guys.
I know the type.
We are live. I thought this might be interesting to our audience as well, because our audience is Mohammed. So,
are we live?
You can see that last night's game is still in everybody's mind and conversation. So good evening. So we are back at Icewind Dale. Unless there's more you wanted to talk about yesterday and the sudden death of a Dragonbane character.
Wait, we don't want to die tonight. That's about it.
But you just told me it was part of the game. And I shouldn't worry about it.
No.
So we shall see. Currently, we are down one player. He might join us a bit later because he's been on a long day at work. So if not, I'm sure you will make something nice for him to find when he comes and looks for your corpses afterwards. So what else? I wanted to quickly mention why there is something over there. This colorful logo and stuff where normally our dice window is. I am supporting a German streamer called 3P with their drive, with their charity drive for basically they're collecting money for a accommodation house in Lübeck that is on the site of the university hospital there, and it allows parents and siblings of people being treated there, of children being treated there, to basically reside on site rather than having to find a hotel or commute for long distances. It's the third time that they're doing it. It's last couple of times they collected over 2,000 euros each time. This time they're already over 2,000. So they put up the target to 3,000. But let's see. If you are interested, if you want to find out more, you can put something in the chat. I have not translated it yet, though. So on the Twitch chat, you will see that there's a little write-up and there are some links. And if you are interested in donating something, you can use the QR code there. That goes straight to the site of this charity. It's nothing to do with me, so I won't have to handle anything there. So if you are interested, it's a German site, but I think they've got a switch to English button as well. So that's probably as much as I want to say about it. And that means we are back in Icewind Dale. Now, last time you were sent to rescue some fishermen who had left East Haven and sailed across the icy Lake Dinnershire to try and fish somewhere nice, and they didn't come back. Instead, you went into a cave, you found a witch there, and lots of other things, but lots of fighting, and you came back victorious, without the fishermen, unfortunately, but with a significant treasure. Does anybody remember what that was?
A cauldron.
It's a cauldron. The cauldron of plenty, it's called. You heaved that into your... Did you take... I think you actually went via land, didn't you? So you heaved it into your wagon. And
we went by boat in the end.
I can't remember. Maybe it was boat.
The wagon was left in the stables, I think.
Okay. But you were coming back with a boat then, and you had the cauldron in it, but you didn't want to go into East Haven with that. So I think you landed before you got to the town of East Haven. And I think that's where we cut it last time. So the question is, what are you going to do with the cauldron, if anything? Are you trying to sneak it into town, leave it outside, just walk in and say, look what we found? Up to you.
It needs a good cleaning from what I remember.
I really don't think we should give this town even the steam off our toilet doings.
The towns around here are pretty bad. I've got to say, I was horrified to see a fellow scholar burnt at the stake. It was just horrific. Which reminds me, I have to get his books.
Yeah.
I think
he was a criminal, though, wasn't he?
I don't know. Are scholars
that's
criminals nowadays? I don't know.
Oh no, I don't think he was a criminal because he was a scholar. I think he was a criminal because he was up to no good. That's what everyone was saying anyway.
Well, they were saying burn the witch, and I take offense at that. So I don't think that we should go into the town with a cauldron because we all may be implicated in being witches, which would not be very good. So I think we should keep it out here and do further investigation on it and see its value and whether or not it's bad.
Well, maybe we would like to actually just leave it here and come back later for it so we can go in town for a good rest and maybe a nice night at the tavern.
Well, we can hide it in our wagon, can't we?
Yeah, we can stick it in a wagon.
Hidden.
Yeah.
You're going to stick it away.
You know what I mean? Shove a tarp over it or something and then just take it to the wagon and leave it in the wagon.
Yeah.
It's too big to stuff up your jumper.
Yeah, we can stick a tarp over it. We've got like 10 tarpaulins, so just wrap a tarp around it and then just take it to...
Yeah, come in between a couple of us.
Yep.
Taking it to the... You remember, you have to sort of land on the icy edge and drag the boat over water for a bit.
Yep.
Okay, so let's have another look at East Haven then. I think I had a scene for it.
You did, yeah.
I just have to find it because I was tidying up my scene navigation, so I can't find anything now. What is it called?
I can only see the map.
Completely.
So, view the scene, activate. East Haven. There's East Haven.
There it is. What a dump.
What's a dumb? It's beautiful.
It's time of year, isn't it?
I'm sure it's beautiful.
So why are you traveling if you're not enjoying the joys of meeting different people and cultures and situations?
I do.
But what's the purpose of this?
To follow in my grandmother's footsteps.
And did your grandmother have lots of stories?
Yeah, she said it was a shithole.
Did she have a lot of boots?
I'm to say that online.
She's still alive.
Did she have a lot of boots? Like,
yeah, she's still alive. She's got a bit of the dementia.
all right, so you take quite off after her then.
I just shake my head and move the cauldron along.
Right, yeah. Let's move on.
Yep.
Let's move on. Where are you headed? Are you going to the inn?
We're going to go to the
out
stables first, because that's where our wagon is.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's go to the wet trout.
I think the stables were about there somewhere, weren't they?
Yeah, it was this thing here, I think.
And then there was the White Lady. It's one of the.
We was at the White Lady Inn, weren't we?
Do we go to the White Lady? Do we? All right, that's
where
closer,
we were staying. Yeah.
Oh, let me just find it again. Locations.
Because I think the wet trout is just
it's here.
tavern.
There were trouts. The Wet Trout is a popular tavern. That's probably the one you were at. It's the largest and loudest of the taverns in East Haven, known for its dodgy atmosphere and rumor mongering. Is that the one you went to?
Yeah. I can't
We
remember.
stayed in the inn, but we may have gone to the wet trout. I can't remember.
Yeah, probably you went to the Trout. Knowing you, that's where you would end up.
Let's go to the trout. Sounds like a good
Okay,
place to
go
go
to the-
drinking.
To the Trout. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's probably evening now because you traveled throughout the day, didn't you? You waited for the day to travel. So it's again the early evening that always sets up here. That always comes. Yeah. All right. You see various people there. There's a lady standing behind the bar. There's a couple of people drinking heavily, and there's somebody with a few bawdy songs. Entertaining the trouts and collecting some coppers.
Orders and drinks.
Orders and drinks. So, what will it be then?
Mead.
Mead.
I'll
This
have
is
an owl.
a Dragonbane, apparently. Who's behind the bar? Do you all know D&D Dragonbanes? Yeah?
Yeah, scaly.
Scaly, sort of dragon, but walking. So dragon people sort
Yeah.
of thing. It's not the same as the Dragonbane in Skyrim.
And they're kind of rare, aren't they for us, or are they not?
There are a couple of them. There are a few around up here, but there are not a lot of them. They are rare. They're a little bit of a sight. Actually, the speaker of Caer Konig, you've heard, is a dragonborn.
Not the speaker of Easthaven.
No, Caer Konig.
The speaker of
Caer Konig. That sounds like a good place to go, I think. Better than this horrible place.
Well,
I heard
where are we going to go next then?
Caer Konig.
the speaker won being a
Where's that in
speaker
the map?
by doing some type of contest. I think that there was some fisticuffs. I'm too sure. I've heard a rumor
Where's that? What's that?
up in Caer Konig.
Okay, yeah, let's go there. Let's have a beer or a mead. How much is the mead?
Remember, I don't really do small change.
That's all right. It's small change. Right,
That's
all
small
good.
change.
I want to go see the captain of the guard.
Yes, of course you do. The captain of the guard was a lady. I remember that.
Yes.
Militia, tribal warrior, toil and trouble. Let me just find. Oh yeah, Imdra Alagath.
Wow.
That was the name. Yeah, she will probably be close to the town hall somewhere.
Yep.
So you'll
So
have to go and find her.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and find her while everybody else makes merry, unless somebody wants to go with me.
No.
Nah, staying here was
Ask
nice
the
and warm.
innkeeper. Ask the
Yeah,
innkeeper.
I'll stay here as well.
You know, this is typical.
But-
Even though this is like one of the biggest places in this whole region, as soon as the sun goes down and as soon as the wind howls through the streets, not many people are moving around. So it is still feeling a little bit, yeah, almost forlorn here in this place.
Giving up hope. I'll speak to the innkeeper and I'll say, hey, anything going on around this way?
Well, there's always stuff going on. What sort of thing are you interested in?
Well, I like to get paid for fighting if I can.
Fighting.
Anyone hiring anyone to do something? Some good deeds?
Fighting. I don't know. There's always some fisticuffs going on. Sometimes there are some expeditions going out into the cold, but nothing that's I've currently heard.
No notice board in town where the jobs are up there for when they want people to do something. Nothing like that, no?
Well, let me just give me a couple of hours. I'll keep my ear to the ground.
Yeah, well, I'm not going anywhere fast.
Yeah. So what sort of thing are you looking for? Fighting or messaging or fishing or what?
No, I don't know. I'm not fishing.
Crafting.
I'm looking. I'm seeing if there's anyone needing something done that looks interesting. Ultimately, yeah. Be that rescuing maidens or killing dragons.
It looks like you're a little bit skeptical as you say that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to bolster myself up a bit.
Do you think there are dragons around here?
There probably is. Where there's ice, there's probably some white dragons flying around that causing some trouble.
You think? I think they're long dead. There used to be.
You think so?
There was a rumor of an ancient ice dragon here, but that's like hundreds of years ago.
We saw that, didn't we? Don't you remember, Morgan? We saw the skeleton.
Yeah, I remember that skeleton. Yeah, that would have been a big dragon. That would have been.
I was up.
Yeah.
She looks amazed at what you're saying there. What do you mean? You saw one?
Oh, we saw the skeleton of one.
Skeleton. That was up near. That was up near Lonelywood, wasn't it?
Really?
As I leave, I say, "We've been around."
Yeah. We stopped a little bit of problems at Lonelywood with this witch woman.
She's
She
utterly
was,
amazed, and she wants to hear the whole story from you, and nobody listens to the bard as more and more people are sort of saying, that sounds like an interesting story, and the bard is packing it in.
I will tell the story as entertainingly as I can.
Oh, in
because I
that
do
case, we
have
need a
performance.
roll. You know, if you're saying
I
you're
do
doing it
have
entertainingly,
performance.
you need a role, and you need to tell me just how far you're embellishing the story.
Oh, have we had a rest since all the altercations?
We slept overnight, didn't we?
I think you slept overnight. You stayed overnight in the cave.
Okay, so I can get
Yes,
rid of
so
that.
you should
then.
have had one.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Oh, well, I'm going to push that because I want to do a
You
good
don't have a
job.
lot of conditions left. Are you sure you?
Well, the reason is because I haven't clicked the long
rest.
rest, which I should have done.
Yeah, do that first
Um,
before you
yeah.
push it.
Okay, so I'm going to push it. I'm going to be scared because I'm scared. I want to do a good job, and obviously I don't. So
Have we still got a
C'est
player
la
roll?
vie.
No, we don't. Oh dear. So basically, you tell a story, and people are
that one, isn't it?
getting into it, and they're listening to this, and then at the end, basically, you say, "Yeah, nice story, but there's no way you lived through that."
no way at all. It's all a fabrication, but it's a good story, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a decent story.
Yep.
You could just have told it much better, you know.
Hmm.
Bart says, "You need some music with that," but well, you didn't ask, so you
Well,
won't
I
get.
see. The problem is I can't really tell a story and play my whistle.
That is a problem with wind instruments. Yes.
Ah,
it's
but
a
if you want music, I can go up there and perform quite wonderfully with my lyre.
Oh yeah. I'm going to step aside for the professional.
Okay, we do shortcut across to the town captain. So who went across to see the captain?
Just me.
Just you. Nobody else came along.
Maybe Sploot. But
Baby
I doubt
Sploot.
it.
Nah, Sploot wants to sleep.
So
So-
it wouldn't.
All right, you are making your way across to the militia barracks, and you knock on the door and say, "Can I speak to what was her name?" Imdra.
Indra.
And I say, "Well, shouldn't really be disturbing her at this hour."
Well, I'm terribly sorry, but we have completed the task, and so we may be leaving very early in the morning. So this is the best time for all of us.
All right, I'll see what I can do. And you hear some noises from the background, a little bit of laughter, and then somebody comes forward and says, "Okay, Imdra can see you now."
And I go
And you
in.
can definitely tell that she had a couple of drinks by the time you get to her.
Okay.
And she has a sort of slight side office with a curtain in front of it. It's not very warm in this place, so she's sitting there in her fur coat, and then say, "Yeah, come on then. So what have you done? What have you achieved?"
I relate the story that we found the bodies, and we.
I think you
have
took some
this back.
identifying clothes or something, didn't you?
Yes, we did. So I show the clothes, and I explained that it was a tragic end, but we have dealt with the issue, and the caves are now safe and cleared, and so
no danger coming from there anymore.
no,
You
none
sure?
at all. Yes.
That's good to know. So you haven't
I'm
stirred
sorry.
up anything that will come to town and try to devour
No,
the city.
nothing. Well, it would not be our fault at all.
Good. Yeah, I suppose you're here for your reward then, aren't you?
Yes. We will probably be leaving quite early in the morning, and so I didn't want to disturb you before or as you were busy with your tasks.
Yeah, hang on a second. And she goes to a big chest, like, opens it up, looks through it, and says, "Ah, yeah, this was the wizard stuff." Comes forward, gives you a cloth bag, a grey cloth bag, which is quite.
Is it
sort of-
large?
No, it's about that sort of size. Not big.
Okay.
Smaller than about the size of a bowling ball, maybe. And then you have a scroll case.
Okay.
She also hands you a metal scroll case. Says, "There you go. Hope this is of any use to you. Because that's what we said we would give you. The stuff that belonged to the wizard that we haven't burnt. I mean, the stuff we haven't burnt. The
thank-
wizard we did burn.
Thank you. We will ensure that it is safe.
Yeah, and if there's any
And
wizarding
not-
stuff, don't use it here.
No. Oh, goodness. No.
You never know. Might backfire.
Well, it did here, and you must have done the right thing. And I say, I will bid you good night. Have a lovely drink, and if you ever need our assistance again, please reach out and try to find myself. Send a pigeon.
Sure. What was your name?
Imelda.
She writes it in a book. Can you just sign this receipt?
Yeah. And I sign the I sign the receipt, and I scribble it to make it look as if Carol signed for it.
The signature says, and that says Imelda?
Yeah. It's my A's are like my C's. It comes from my elven background.
Aha. Anyway, off you go. Oh, got a little bit of echo there. Is that from myself or is somebody else got on speaker?
No, it seems to be fine.
It's a little bit. Okay. Right. Oh, hello, Dido. Dido's also watching me on Moonbeam, so he's actually following me on 2 channels. Wow. By the way, Moonbeam is going to open beta on the 17th of March. So if anybody wants an invite, let me know. And then you might be able to stream to there, multi-stream there as well as somewhere else. So, right.
I have the beta. I need to do something with that.
So, yeah, you make your way back to the inn after to the pub afterwards.
Yes.
The tavern. Okay, so we can reunite as Carol is caroling.
Carol.
Carol,
So-
are you singing? Or are you letting him tell the story and you're just doing the strum here, strum there, do a little intermezzo?
I'll do the full-on performance of a full set of 2 hours.
Oh, full hour.
2 hours.
And are you just musicking, or are you actually trying to weave the story that Noble told us, or not Noble?
No, I'm doing music and really wonderful upbeat music to get people from their doldrums to more of a happy mood.
Okay.
Sensing that the audience is just down in spirit, that I want to just bring them up to a happier place.
Yeah, this place doesn't feel very happy, really. Okay, let's have a go. Let's have a go. Performance with your instrument there. That's how it's done, Twinkle.
Hey.
Yeah, no pushing. No. See, she hits the right note. And with that,
The hours of it.
the hours pass very quickly.
Yay.
You do get free. Actually, if you want, this is the inn now, not the inn. This is just a pub, isn't it? So, but you definitely, if you want to, get free drinks for everybody in your party.
And food?
And food.
Yay.
Because
At
that
least
was
for
a
the
bit of a-
musician.
But not as much as you can eat. You get something to eat. Not to gorge yourself and feed your
This is not Red
piece of
Lobster.
bread. No. This is not Sushi Mania. So,
We get some seaweed rolled rice.
you get piping hot stew. That's the main thing that they serve here. All right. After a while, the barkeep comes over to Twinkle and says, you were looking for some work, right?
That was him. And I'll point to Vorgan.
Oh, you all look the same to me.
Yeah, I know. Halflings and
Be
dwarves.
smaller.
It's the
Short
beard, isn't
people.
it? Oh no, sorry, I haven't got a beard.
No, you don't have any scales. That's the problem.
All right, yeah, all right. Oh, so you're being mammalist then, are you?
So, yeah, in that case, sorry, it goes across to Vorgan. I thought it was Twinkle. And says, yeah, it's not a fighting job, but I hear that the good mead, the meadery, is starting to deliver some meat again. So we got a delivery here. And I could actually spare a barrel if you want to take it up to Caer Konig, because they have been desperate.
Well, I've not been up there before, so that sounds interesting. How much are you going to pay us?
Oh, just to transport it. Well, look, what we could do is you buy the meat from me.
That sounds a bit of a gamble to me. I may look stupid, I may sound stupid, but it still sounds a little bit dodgy.
All right, what would you suggest? Are you interested in this sort of trading opportunity or not?
I guess it's a place I haven't visited before. I'm sure the others. Here, Twinkle, what does this sound like?
What?
A mead delivery. We haven't done that before, have we?
No, I never mead delivered before. Where to?
This place called Caer Konig.
Oh,
Up
sounds
on the
like
lake.
a plan. Yeah. Let's go.
He wants us to buy the mead off him and then try and sell it at
How
profit.
much do you want?
We had
Dunno.
that discussion last time, didn't we? What did we work out? Barrel of meat.
I don't know, 15 gold or something like that.
About a 15 gold. That's fine.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm sure you can at least get 24.
How many-
there.
How many barrels?
I can only spare one. But we got a delivery. I know they didn't up there because he messaged us.
Well, if
Okay,
they're only
so-
getting one,
Gee,
it's
As I look across to Carol, do I remember Carol being quite good at bartering?
That was a previous incarnation.
Yeah.
I know.
That was
but
somebody who's left for
I'm
good.
just wondering if Carol is any good at bartering.
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay.
Go on, butter.
Go on,
I-
Jill.
I can try, but it probably would make it worse.
Yeah, I'm not great at bartering.
Charisma based.
It's not listed, so it must not be good.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a base charisma.
Yeah.
Wasn't this? Is bartering a heroic ability?
No, it's a
Yeah,
skill.
It's a skill.
It's a
Bartering.
skill.
Regular skill.
Yeah, so.
I have. Oh yeah, it's
It
listed.
is listed there.
Under skills,
It's
not on
just
the.
not
home-
listed
yeah,
on my front.
charisma.
Yeah, so it's 5. Mine is 5.
Yeah, mine's 6. So I got
Careless.
modularly.
Yeah, mine's
Huh?
6. So none of us are
Carol's
any
is
good. At
7. No, but I'm gonna because it's me talking rather than getting Carol over.
I'm
I
gonna
will
give you
attempt
boon
to
though,
barter.
because she was really
Oh.
impressed with all the music.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll with a boon.
Roll with the boon.
Here goes. No, I'm just not very good at this rolling dice thing, I think.
No, it has to be that price. I'm afraid it's that price.
All right, here you go. And I'll reach into a pouch and pull out 15 gold and pay him.
They don't need anything else up there, do they? So we take a few other things on the way.
Think of it this way: it's your mead for the week.
Meat for the week. Yeah, I could do that. It's probably more than he would have paid in good meat. But hey,
Yeah.
it's halfway there already, isn't it?
Yep.
So I wanted to just tell you the name of this wet trout person, Nimetra. Nimetra, she's called. The barkeep there.
Nimetra. Okay.
Nimetra.
So where's it going up to in Caer Konig then?
In
Is it the
Caer
hook,
Konig,
line, and sinker?
If you take it to, is it the hook, line, and sinker? No,
The hook, line, and
check.
sinker. Yeah.
Hook, line, and
That's one of the
sinker.
places you can
Look
go
at the map.
to.
Yeah, I think it's the hook, line, and sinker if I remember correctly.
Or the Northern Light. Either of them. But I got the message from Hook, Line, and Sinker from Eglindar Core, or Glen as it normally gets called.
Glenn.
Glen, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Well, to be honest, we can check who's willing to pay the most out of the two pubs up there.
possibly. Is this good mead made?
That's what
This
he's
is good
saying.
meat made. It's
Okay.
good meat made in good meat.
Didn't you guys say you went to Good Mead? Don't you know?
Yeah, we've
what
been to
their
good mead. We
tastes
saved their
like?
mead.
Yeah. Yeah, it tastes nice, it does.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
All right.
If all goes south, then we've got a nice drink for our journey up there.
Okay.
Right, well, it sounds like we have a
I
plan.
thought we're supposed to be delivering this, people.
Yeah, well, I said if
I
things go
open up the
south,
scroll. Well, no, I don't open up the scroll. No, I'm gonna wait till we get to the.
Let
I
me
assume
just
it's
see. You
about
wanted to also
a day
listen
to
to
get
some
there.
rumors, didn't you? You were asking for rumors.
yeah, if there's anything
So,
else.
Let's see. Which one can I give you? Oh, you know that one already. In East Haven, they caught an evil wizard who killed some adventurers. The town militia didn't just plan, but burned him at the stake. You knew that anyway.
Oh, yeah, we saw it.
Yeah.
Right. You know that one as well.
Yeah.
We've done that already. Old quest. Clearly, I have reset the roll table at some point in the middle. Oh, yes. You hear something else about Lonelywood because you mentioned Lonelywood earlier in your tale, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the white moose up there? Like
No.
animal, not
No.
chocolate moose.
Well, we've been up there.
Moose?
White moose. A white moose. Yeah. Apparently, it attacks the loggers and
Oh, the
trappers on
moose
sight.
attack people.
It tramples
Makes
them
no
into the
sense.
snow and drinks their blood.
It's not a caribou? Wow.
That don't make sense. Moose don't do that.
I've been looking for a mount.
It's obviously an evil moose. And
No,
not a chocolate
no,
one.
it can be
I prefer
tamed.
chocolate ones.
This is an evil
It
moose.
can be tamed. No, do you know how rare a white moose is? This is wonderful. Thank you so much for this advice.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. But actually, I was trying to tell you that either you stay away from it, or they might be looking for some fearsome hunters, like you lot, to get rid of the moose.
All right, okay. Is that us?
We're in the
Right.
area.
Just dropping it
Maybe
there.
we can tame it with our beautiful music. What do you think?
Music, I like it.
It's a long way away, though, it is.
All right.
The stretch.
Well, we got me to go to Caer Konig, so let's do that first. We'll leave in the morning.
Okay, so we got mead to get there, but what are we selling?
Mead.
Me.
Oh,
Mead. This is my mead.
Yeah. And
Let's
when he's
just
on the
wait
kill, we
for
could
it.
drink some of
Let's
it.
just go up there and see what's up there. My
No.
friend spoke very highly of those book line.
If you want to buy some mead for the journey, get your own. This is produce to sell.
okay.
Okay,
Well, we
I
got
don't know whether
passed
you
through
remember
something
that we have a
otherwise.
quest log.
Yeah.
But where did that go? Oh yes, I put it as an in progress.
Rest mark.
Yeah.
White moose
Yeah,
of
Lonelywood.
Lonelywood.
Mm.
Oh, we completed a lot of them.
Yeah, you completed a fair few now. We've done Meat Shipment, Foaming Marks, Toil and Trouble, Vicious Yeti, Foaming Marks twice. Okay, one of them can go.
We were
Owl's
busy,
Discordant.
obviously.
Yeah, you've been busy. A few sessions now. I haven't actually counted. Is this about 13 or something?
And what about the one we just did? Monster in the Lake.
That's Toil and
Yeah.
Trouble.
Oh, that's Toil and Trouble.
Monster in the Lake, you decided not to go for, so
Yeah, too dangerous. That will.
that's still as available. But if you want to go there,
The sick innkeeper in the tree.
Someone doesn't like swimming.
that's
No, someone
Skip
doesn't like
that
the
one.
idea of sinking.
Okay, so you have a remainder of a nice little evening there, but you wanted to leave early in the morning. Now, early in the morning is that when the sun comes up, as it does, hazily, at around 10, or do you want to start before that? Because that will only give you 4 hours.
Getting up at about 8
Yeah.
and then
8.
going over to the stables.
Oh my, that's very early. I'm on artist time. I don't get up until noon.
Well, you'll be running to catch us up then.
I guess I'll sleep on the back of the wagon, just drag my butt over there and
You'll get used to us. You'll get used to us, Carol.
I know somewhere in here, player notes, is it? I've got the traveling distances. Where did I put
A day and a half, it looks like, doesn't it?
I am. So,
That far,
from
like a half day or
East Haven, you would have to go via Caer
Yeah.
to Caer
Alright.
Konig. Now, there is a road, but that would basically take you half the way back to Goodmead. Or you can try to go cross-country for the first bit until Caer Take a shortcut.
Let's just go by the road. It's safer.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
road goes all the way around the side of the lake.
So that's roughly.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, if you look at the map though, there's a road that runs around the edge of the lake itself.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Let me have a look at the proper map here that we have that you're looking at. There's a road, isn't there? The other road doesn't actually reflect that at all. Okay.
Well, I suppose it does. It's just far away from you.
Yeah.
It's blocked by a white moose.
Yeah, that must be it.
Actually, the white moose is way the hell over on the other side. So.
It is. So it clicks. So boom, 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 boom. Yeah, a bit longer than that. Right. So that would actually mean that you have to travel into the darkness unless you want to stop off in Caer Konig.
I think you can stop off at Caer Konig.
You are traveling with your big wagon, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you've got the travel distances twice. So shitty rules. Oh, I can't remember exactly, but what was it here? Roughly 12.
Roughly 17 miles by
by dog sled, you can do 12 miles a day in the mountain.
We've got the big birds, don't we,
24
pulling
in
the
snow.
wagon?
And on the road up to 36. So you could do it in 3 miles an hour. So you've got 4 hours of light. 12 miles is how many kilometers? That's 2 miles. Yeah, you would get to Caer Konig before the light fades.
Okay.
And then you can travel dark, or you can stop off in Caer Konig.
Yeah, stop off there maybe.
Right. We don't have any animal handling as such, do we? Let me see whether something happens. Does something happen on Groot? No, it doesn't. Because I roll low for that sort of stuff.
Oh, okay.
And the weather. I want to know the weather. Right. Tell me how you're organizing this and what are you doing while you're talking, while you're traveling?
I am most probably directing the wagon.
It is.
I'd be looking at the scroll.
That doesn't make sense. You can't have light flowing. You could actually. It's quite stormy, but it's not going to be as stormy as that. But it's the whole wagon is being shaken about as you're making your way. Your beasts are very unhappy with it. So if anybody does have animal handling, is there such a skill? I can't remember.
It's riding.
Beast law.
Yes, that's what it is.
It's riding.
Beast law is more the knowledge rather than the handling.
I have riding, so I am
do us a
in
riding
charge
roll
of
to
the
see
animals.
whether you make as much progress as you hoped. Yes, you do.
Yes, it
It
is.
is tough. It's tough on the animals, and as you come to Caer Konig, you are actually already in the fading light, and it's really biting and cold. But if you are trying to read something on the en route, you can tell me.
I'm not.
I'm
just be sharpening my blades.
Sharpening your blades. Careful with that.
I'm wrapped up like a cocoon so that my performance tonight in this new town will be fine. I am just getting my beauty sleep, resting. Yes, I'm over resting. Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This new Carol, she's quite a lazy thing, isn't she?
All right, leave Carol alone.
Look who's talking.
Hey, I can't have bags under my eyes. I have to be fresh and ready to go.
At least she's useful, unlike some people I know.
Oh my gosh.
Now, the scenario
understand.
lists
Read
a
it.
particular scroll. You need to tell me whether you have it already, because then I'll just roll for a different one, okay? It lists the fireball one. Did I give you one before, fireball?
No.
So it's
But
not
Don't be giving her a fireball. You know what's going to
You
happen.
mean a scroll of fireball?
scroll of fireball.
We're doomed. You do know that.
Don't I have a wand? No, it must not be this game. I thought I had a wand. So no, I don't have fireball.
You don't have fireball. So it's a scroll of fireball, which is an elementalism, rank 1.
As a scroll, this is a teaching scroll, or is this a cast? Is this something that I can cast, or do I have to know the scroll?
No, it's where you can learn, isn't
You
it?
can learn it.
Okay. All right.
You can learn
There's
it.
no, as far as I understand, Dragonbane doesn't have
It's casting
scrolls that you can cast from.
No, but I don't know to what extent because in D&D scrolls are kind of something that you can cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but we're playing.
Yeah. I know, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
We're playing a different game. Remember that.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
I'm trying to accommodate it sometimes, but I think at this point I'm going to say it's a teaching
that's fair
scroll.
enough. Yeah, okay.
So, Caer Dineval, I have to tell you something about that. Well, what's Caer Dineval like? It is a place that's not as pretty as some of the other places you've been. Oh, I'm making a hash of it. I'm trying to open it here. Caer Dineval Journal. So, in generations past, travelers to Caer Dineval had to follow the rocky shore of Lake Dineshire. After several hours, they spied a small fortress, which you can still see, jutting up from the prominence where it overlooks the lake. There used to be a ferry running from East Haven to here, but it stopped a few months ago. So you have to take the road as you just did. Right, I have a picture for you. Let me show you that. Caer Dineval map. Activate. No, sorry, not that one. Ignore that one.
Didn't see.
That doesn't look like. Oh, that's the key.
That's the keep. Ignore that one. That's a problem if you use a shortcut. Let's try that again. Because in the shortcut I couldn't see the entire title of the map. That's it. So let's activate this one. And it's probably going to say that you don't have a token. But I'm going to...
No, that's fine. No, that's fine.
You can see it. Oh,
Yep.
Excellent. I remember this time. So, Caer Dineval. You come in and you can see this town here, built basically in sort of concentric semicircles on different levels. But on the far side from where you're entering, you can see that the road goes up this slope, and there's a big building lit up and nice and bright, and that's probably the local inn. And beyond that, there's a castle, which looks quite dark and foreboding. So if you look at the map, you can see that basically you're coming in from there. Yeah. You can turn right to the harbor, or you turn left through this town and towards the inn, which is called the Uphill Climb. Again, at this time of night, there are not many people about because the sun has just dipped beneath the horizon. It is a stormy, horrible day. And to be honest, you don't feel like you want to chat in the street either.
Mm-hmm.
No, head immediately to. Is there an inn?
There's an inn. The Uphill Climb. It's
Head
over
towards
here.
the uphill climb then.
If you can see it there. So you make your way through. You're actually relishing the fact that you're out of the wind a little bit here. Yeah, as soon as the buildings are around you, it blocks the wind a little bit. But you are exhausted and tired. And you probably would have lots of conditions if I could be bothered to tell you. So, yes, it's called the Uphill Climb. It is quite a large building, actually. You also come... No, you don't come to past that. There used to be another pub, but that's further away. So the Uphill Climb is a tavern. It's not actually an inn, it's a tavern. Situated northwest of the Caer, where it offers a spectacular view of the lake and the frozen docks. The climb, as it's also just called, serves hot chowder.
Sounds nice.
You come in, you've got a stable person who comes out and greets you and says, "Oh, do you want me to stable your beasts?"
Yes, please. Thanks.
Yeah. Go on in, but I'm afraid we don't have a lot of drink. Just so you know.
No?
All right, why?
No delivery.
How much are you willing to buy some mead?
Oi. Stop stealing the lead.
Oh, okay. Right, go on then. Your mead then. You sell it.
Why haven't you got anything?
We're waiting
Can I
for
talk to your
deliveries like
boss
everybody
inside?
else. There seems to be trouble
what?
out down in Goodmead. And the road has been difficult recently.
Oh, right, yeah. It's troublesome. I
Oh,
better go
yes.
talk to your boss.
Problemo.
Yeah, he's called Rock. Go on in.
Rock. Okay.
Rock.
I'll immediately walk up to the bar.
Yeah, okay. So you come in, and actually it is deliciously warm in this place. And you can smell that chowder. You can smell that beautiful, thick fish soup. Yeah, lovely, lovely stuff, if you like fish. Yeah, and a few commoners are sitting about, but not too many. Yeah, and he welcomes you and says, "Oh, hello, guests at this hour. I didn't expect anybody. What would it be?"
All right. Well, we want some rooms, but more importantly, I heard you're a bit short of booze.
Oh, yes, we are a bit short of booze. That's true. I'm sorry. I can give you some tea. Do you like tea? Tea's good.
Well,
I'll have some tea.
it is your lucky day.
Is it now?
Are you interested in purchasing some good mead?
Is it good?
Oh yeah, it's good mead. Of course, it's good.
Good mead.
Is it actually original stuff?
Oh yeah.
In the original barrel?
Yep.
Sealed?
Yep.
Sort of rubs his hands a little bit. You have it with you?
Yep.
I would have to inspect it, I'm afraid. I can't just,
Follow me.
promise things. And he follows you.
I'll take him into the wagon and the barrel of mead. Let him inspect it.
Barrel of meat. Yeah, you get to the wagon and he looks around and says, "Oh, this is an interesting wagon. I've never seen this sort of stuff before.
Keeps you nice and cozy when we're out on the ice.
Looks very sturdy. But it's not dwarven work, is it?
Nope.
Nor halfling work.
Nope.
Wow. And then you bring him around and he looks at the barrel and you can see his eyes widening and saying, "Oh, that looks good." And he knocks on the barrel to check that it's full and say, "You mind if I just take a little sip to make sure there's not vinegar in there?"
Sure.
And pops the cork. Dips something in it. And he is quite impressed. He says, "Oh, yeah, I'll have that. How much do you want?
Okay. For you, because of the
But
shortage.
it's not all for me. I'm going to serve it to the guests."
Yeah. It's because of the shortage. Normally you'd be paying something like, 30 gold. But for you,
No way. Even shortage, I know halflings like shortages, but no, nothing like that.
what would you normally pay then?
Oh, about 15?
You have no beer at the moment. You have no ale. You have a lot of annoyed customers, and you're losing business hand and nail at the moment. I know how desperate you are. It's 25.
Shall we meet in the middle?
What? 20?
20.
Yeah, okay. There you go. And I'll shake his hand.
Shakes your hand, and then he calls the stable boy over, and together they lug the beer, the meat in, and then the stable boy gets dispatched to run around the village to knock on all the doors and say, "There's drink, there's drink."
Party going on now.
And yeah, you get settled down, and you can actually get a free meat out of this as well. There you go.
Awesome.
Nice.
He says, "Oh, that was lucky." If you don't mind my asking,
that's what they call me. Lucky Twinkle.
Lucky Twinkle.
Talkative Twinkle.
Where did you get this? You didn't steal it, did you?
I'll just look at him dead-eyed. Like,
Makes no difference
I'm
to
not
me, really,
even...
but you didn't steal it, did you?
I bought it. Plus, we also saved the last batch of good mead because it got stole. And I'll start telling him the tale.
Here we go. Another story.
Another attempt at telling a tale.
Right.
Most probably I am going to fail, but I will attempt to tell the tale.
No.
And I succeedingly
you get
tell the tale.
celebrated as the heroes of good mead because you didn't just save the place, you also delivered the goods here. So
Yeah.
Well done, well done. That's definitely will do you some good.
So
Now,
they wouldn't
this
let us stay at
rock
the-
is human, middle-aged, quite ruggedly handsome, it says. But he keeps going on and says, oh, it's good to have the drink again, but it would have been so much easier in the olden days when the East Haven ferry was running. Well, 2 months ago. But since that stopped
Well, you
running,
need a
hardly
sled
anybody
now.
comes here anymore. Makes it everything so much harder.
Why is the ferry not running?
Well, they decided it was
Because
too
there's
dangerous.
ice.
Too cold, if you ask me.
They said it was too
Yeah.
dangerous to run the ferry across the ice.
Well, there's not much we can do about the weather. Damn weather.
Damn weather. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, terrible.
Who lives up in that castle up on the hill then?
Up there is the speaker. Cranach Shiva.
That's a bit of a impressive building.
Oh, yeah, well, it was the Caer. It was built to defend the city. Do you not know this
Oh,
story?
right. No, tell us about it.
Let me read up on it. Right. So, there's a sturdy stone castle, ostentatiously sitting up there. Basically, when they built this town here, they decided it was hard to defend. They had lots of raids and so on. So, this the Lord Dinif went up there and built this castle and said, "Now this is our place," and so on. And he was lording it over the fishermen, And then the orcs came from the mountains and they raided the city. And instead of helping this Lord Dinner, he just shut the door of his castle up there and was waiting it out. And he didn't even let any of the villagers in. It was horrible. Lots of people died, But the orcs actually kept the siege going. And then eventually they got in there and they got to Dinner. And then this place was actually held by the orcs for a good dozen years, until some hardy people from across 10 towns, 9 towns at that time, ganged up together and threw out the orcs. And since then, we have been defending this place.
No more trouble then at all, no?
No, I'm not.
You were?
Am I?
Or did you just mouth something without saying?
No, I mouthed something.
Oh, right.
My grandmother, my grandmother, well, she winked at me, so I guess that there must have been something going on between her and Dinif. But she told me about the castle in its heyday.
Yes, did she? What did she
Traveling
say?
in her. Well, she said it was a beautiful place, but also things were very different back then, weren't they?
Yeah, I would never call it, beautiful as such. Have you looked at it? But it's definitely important, and it's an important
Well,
place here.
you don't judge a book by its cover. Inside was quite nice.
Was it? I hear there's a
Apparently.
big, great hall.
Yes, she was entertained there and had many dinner and dance.
Yeah,
Dinner
the speaker now
answer.
resides up there. So Speaker Cranach, he now lives in the place, but apparently he's quite ill.
Oh, he's a dragon
No.
lizard person, is it?
No. You're thinking of the speaker for the next town along. The speaker is... Oh, who's the speaker? Speaker. He's human.
Oh,
A bit of a loudmouth. He likes his drama king, but as I said, he's been ill for a few months. And we hardly ever see him. But yeah, hopefully they're looking after him well. He's got his troops.
do you not have a healer in the village? Caer.
We have a healer, yeah, but apparently he couldn't help.
Would it be possible for me to be introduced to this man?
Well, you can try, absolutely. There's no guarantee they're going to let you in, but you can try.
Do you think he'll come in tonight for the meet?
Oh, he doesn't leave his castle, not for the last couple of months.
Oh no, I meant the healer.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. I hope
Why
everybody
doesn't
comes
he
to
leave
my...
his castle then? I butt in.
You butt
Yeah.
in with what? Sorry?
Why doesn't he leave his castle then?
Oh, because he's poorly.
He's a speaker. Shouldn't he be representing you lot?
You can go
He's
and speak to him in
dead
his
ill.
office during office times if you need to, but he hardly ever does office times.
I bet we should visit him now.
Normally we can look after ourselves here, you know.
Sounds like a typical person in charge or in it for themselves.
Well,
That's what nobles are like.
We're not going to make it to Caer Konig today, I can tell.
We're trying. We're trying.
Which is fine. I read up on Caer Konig initially because I thought, oh, we could do that one instead. But okay.
oh, there is something. Yeah, I reckon we should go and speak to this speaker, you know? See what's going on around this way before we head off.
Yeah, but
All right.
you may want to wait until tomorrow. I mean, coming this late at
We
night.
just got it. It's only just got dark. He won't be asleep yet, will he?
Actually, I have
If he's
fast
not
forward the
well,
time.
let's wait until the morning. We'll drink. We'll have some dinner. We'll wait until the
Yeah, it can't be
it's
asked. We're nice and warm. Let's have a drink and we'll go in the morning.
Yeah, I'm just
Sounds
seeing.
good. Sounds good. Oh, a few more people flock in. Who are you pointing at?
Jerry, she can't hear us.
Ah,
We can't
Sorry, I had my mute on. Sorry.
so you were saying?
The bard is trying to perform. She'd like to go.
I
and-
was just going there. I was just saying the place is now filling up a little bit, and you can see that this meat barrel is not going to last very long. Yeah, because people seem to be like really thirsty for it because they've been starved of it, pure people, and therefore it probably is a good moment for our bard to do some
Yay.
barding. Are you going to do some live enactment here? Get your ukulele out and sing for us.
I will accompany her if at all possible, just as in attempting to give her a boon.
Okay, by singing or
No, accompany whatever she does with my little whistle.
with your whistle? Okay,
I
that's
think
fine.
I think it's a whistle.
Oh.
Just let me just double check.
I think you had a whistle. I think that's right. Got one up there as well. There.
Yeah, it's flute. I got a flute.
A flute, not a whistle. That's different.
It's a flute. Yeah, I know. It's a
Have you
flute.
got that way flute or that way flute? Not both hands the same
Side
way.
flute.
Would make it difficult. So,
Is it a piccolo or is it a flute?
he's a halfling, so
It's a piccolo.
piccolo is for him as a full face full of flute.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want to play. You can
I
play
don't
whatever.
know. It's sizest people.
Whatever. It is what it is.
I'm just wondering whether Vorgon is going to do some dwarven harmony singing, close harmony singing.
Oh, I don't think I'm quite too good with that.
No?
If anyone needs a bit of metal work done, I'm happy to batter a few bits of metal together.
You can tune the flute.
I don't know if I can make a tune out of it though.
Okay,
Drums.
fair enough. Then let's have a roll
Okay.
with a boon because you have an accompanist.
Oh.
The 19 wasn't so good, but the 6 is decent. So, right, what we're going to do is this. I'm going to roll. What am I going to roll? Silver pieces. You get, make it a bit easier, you get 30 silver pieces. It's equivalent to 3 gold pieces. Because people are really in a good mood now and they haven't spent their money on booze for a little while, so they have the pockets full of change.
Yay!
So you were in the right place at the right time. Now, are you just musicking or are you again telling some stories with your music about yourself to increase your renown and your fame in this place?
Definitely telling stories of this group because I've heard their stories, but I'm retelling what Twinkle tried to tell, embellish it. So it's no longer the original story, but it's a massive epic mythos story of the skeletal dragon, and not only how this ice dragon was a skeleton, but the life before the how it became a skeleton, and just embellished it completely, like there were armies involved.
Oh, armies even. Armies.
Yes.
Mm.
It's an epic tale
There's an
now.
old wizened man with his little tea. He actually bought tea. He says, that doesn't actually match the recorded history, you know.
Oh, this is the way it was told to me.
I nudge him, and I nudge him. I roll my eyes and say, "Artists."
Precisely. They take liberties. It is quite disgraceful because people will now think that is real history.
And he's drowned out by my voice.
All right.
The heckler is just drowned out.
Okay, so you, if you want to find out rumors or something, let me know. I might roll for one rumor. But other than that, I'll take us to the next morning.
Well, I'm interested in. I really want to see the healer, if he comes out.
Yeah, he doesn't seem. Oh, actually, that old man is the healer. Let's make it happen. So, let's see, who has not been talking so much? Morgan. Yeah, you're sitting there and talking to some of the locals, and they say, "Oh, you've come from down south, haven't you? You've been to Goodwood, right?"
Kind of, from the mountains.
Yeah,
Been south, been north,
been
everywhere.
There seem to be wolves everywhere. Wolves as big as horses. Have you seen one of those?
Well, we've seen some big things called verbeek and all sorts of big things.
Oh,
Ain't scared of them.
Ogres.
Yeah, ogres, giants.
Yeah, but I've heard that down in Dugan's Hole, that God-forlorn place down there, there are now wolves that haunt the place, and they try to snatch away the few people that still live there, and they are not just as big as horses, but they're also much smarter than normal wolves.
Smart wolves, you say?
Yeah, smart
Sounds
wolves.
a bit suspicious to me.
Remember your smart fox.
Yeah, well.
Who could forget?
Sounds like a great story.
Oh, maybe we'll have to visit there again. We didn't quite go as far as there, did we?
No, Dugan's Hole is a little bit of a backwater on the Redwater.
Yeah, we were heading up north first, before we go back down south again. Just looking for something a bit interesting up this way. You been hearing any trouble? None of those orcs are causing any trouble again, are they?
I don't think so. Although I have heard that in Caer Konig some things have been stolen. Things keep disappearing there.
What do you mean? Like
nicked, half-inched.
Yeah, but what things been stolen then? Things like what?
Like jewellery, I heard. Some jewellery was stolen. And, actually, just today, a traveller told me the lantern outside their inn has been stolen. It's a magic lantern that can change colours. Makes it really useful because you can always see where the place is, even if it's dark, and you're stumbling, you're walking towards that.
Right, yeah, well, I can understand if it gets stolen. They're probably locked up to stop someone nicking it.
All the locals, I think, miss it because now they can't find the pub in the dark.
Sounds like there's some sort of pickpocket up there or something. Well, we're going that way anyway. We'll check it out.
Yeah, might want to do that. Good idea. So if you want to put a note in your quest, you can, or you can just call it a rumor.
But I'm confused. We sold the mead already here. So going up north with no mead to sell, are we still doing that?
Well,
I don't mind.
It's only 2 hours away. We can pop there and come back in a day.
Yeah. It sounds interesting to go to that place. I want to go there.
As long as they don't find out you sold the mead here that we were supposed to sell up there.
Well, I'm not going to tell them anything about that. We ain't got no mead to sell, so.
Are we sure that we weren't gifted a barrel of mead that we didn't go through? Because we did travel really, really quickly. I'm just wondering.
You might have
because
another
I
one,
actually. That they gave us.
That rings a bell. That does ring a bell because I'm pretty sure either gifted or you bought one or you took one, something like that.
But I don't think we had enough time to drink it or consume it. That's what I'm thinking.
Didn't have enough time to drink it or consume it. You were kept busy by being given free drinks all the time. Terrible, isn't it?
With a dwarf in our party, it still lasted?
This is a stone cold sober dwarfs. Teetotaler.
I haven't had the time to drink.
No, we've been too busy.
A proper dwarf.
Always on the
would
road,
make
always
time
on the
to
move.
drink.
I'll have to write a song about the dwarf that doesn't drink. The teetotaling dwarf.
Yeah.
Vorgon. Make sure that it says Vorgon.
Forgone, the teetotaling dwarf.
In my Forbidden
Oh,
Lands
this thing
game,
for
we
me.
have the dwarf who knew no stone. Yeah, because one of the characters, they're all dwarves, there's 4 of them. But one of them basically grew up with an elf parent in the woods, in the forest. So he's a dwarven druid. Yeah, Martin will remember him, Leonard.
Oh, yes, yeah,
We're
of course.
still playing that in the German game, so still the same character.
Hmm.
Which is actually coming up, just as a little aside, in about, what's the date today? 13th?
Yes.
In
Yes.
about 2 weeks' time, or 10 days' time, the 50th episode.
Wow.
Wow.
We've been playing for 4 years, so we're not meeting very often. But hey, 50, big number. And that's the 50th streamed one because we played a few before streaming. So,
Bit like Critical Role.
yeah, we're not Critical Role. We're way better than that.
Obviously.
Oh, yeah, look, we currently have 5 people watching us. I mean, come on, not a handful.
That's not bad.
You can't beat that. So, and we appreciate every single person watching. Don't misunderstand me.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah. So, just got a message from Sploot. He just got home, so he won't be joining us tonight.
Oh.
So, we are in Cardinal. Are you gonna go and find somewhere to sleep?
Gonna sleep in the wagon.
In the wagon. It's a bit tight, but you can probably do that.
That's
What
where I'm
about-
sleeping. I'm not saying everyone needs to.
What about dinner's rest?
Dinner's rest.
Sounds like that's
Do you
somewhere
ask
to sleep.
Do you ask the guy about dinner's
Yeah.
rest? Right, yeah, dinner's rest. You wouldn't want to stay there.
Well, have you got somewhere we can stay here then?
I'm afraid all my
Loft?
rooms are busy. But look, down there,
Stables?
that's a drafty old building, abandoned and boarded up, crooked.
Oh, really?
The wind goes right through it. Yeah, no. That's been let up. That in. Dinner's
Oh, if I
rest.
had enough time, I could tidy up and make it look decent.
Well, maybe.
But yeah.
Would have to spend a fair bit of money on it. You probably wouldn't
time.
want to do that tonight before you go to bed, though.
No.
But if you can sleep in your wagon, I mean, you could ask at the castle if they let you in.
Yeah.
Could
Why
ask.
not?
Didn't you guys want to go to the castle anyway to see the
Exactly.
speaker?
Let's go up there now. We may be able to get somewhere to sleep for the night. And a nice
Yeah.
wood fire to sleep in front of.
Before
You
we
reckon they'll let us sleep there? Well, I am a knight, I suppose.
I'm sure we can
Is there a
sweet
noble
talk
up
our
there?
way into there.
before we leave, if the old man is the doctor or the physician
Yes.
or what
You wanted
the
to talk to
healer, I don't need to roleplay it. I just need you to know that I'm conversing with the person, trying to get a diagnosis, why the speaker hasn't been cured, and if they have any wisdom to share with me. Hint, hint, hint.
Hint, hint, hint.
And I will also do the same. And if I have to stay up all night, I will. Also, I mention the fact that I have an ailment. I am diseased, and I need some curing. And
That's
Possibly.
true.
possibly,
Yeah.
I knew
Keep
that I
away
had
from
to-
us.
All right. Now, he does spend a little bit of time with you, and that means you're probably not going to go with to the castle at this moment.
No.
That is actually very true. So he does. Let's see. Let me just read
I
out
look-
something because I had hoped that we would do the other town today. But hey, who needs that?
When you're
Yeah, he does say
tired.
he did see the Lord Konig, or the Speaker Konig, not Lord, and that he just seemed to be quite weak and a little bit pale and coughing a fair bit most of the time. So he was trying to give him some medicines, and he checked back a couple of times, but it doesn't seem to have actually helped very much.
For poison.
I don't think so. Why would anybody poison Konig? He's not a rich.
I don't
He's not.
know.
Nobody else wants that job, you know?
Vengeance? I don't know, but it's always something you want to rule things out, of course. But
Yes, indeed. So let's have a look. You have this strange affliction, all right? Ooh. It says
that
to
one.
you, what you have there? Ah, that's the black shingles. We call them the black shingles.
Deadly.
They grow on the inside of your skin.
Be dead in a week.
No more princess.
And eventually, you know, when they grow and
Oh,
when
rejoice.
they grow, they will probably burst out of you and you might turn into stone.
What a happy fellow you are. Is there a cure?
If there is one, it will be very, very difficult to find.
Quest.
You might have to go to the furthest caves and underneath the darkest mountains.
Great.
Fight the fiercest dragons.
I would
Well,
have to look into my library to find out more.
Oh, well, that would be lovely.
But now I drank
Yeah.
too much tea. I might have to go to bed soon.
Yes, and the bathroom. So I will, I will see you in the morning. And I will give him. I will give him 2 gold.
Ooh, very generous, very generous. You're trying to butter him up to become a potential trainer for you as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's give him a name. Anybody in the chat wants to give him a name, or shall we have a name generator name, or
See if the chat responds.
Miraculix?
Oh,
That rolls off the tongue.
No, that's from
spell that?
Asterix.
I can give you a name from one of my names in my unforgiving list.
Sure.
He's
Absolutely.
But that means I've had a run-in with him,
then you
and
will
he's
kill
caused
him.
damage to me.
No, I don't want to do that.
That's not.
he's called Frederick.
Redrick. I like Redrick. Redrick is good. So I'm going to put
Redrick,
him
yeah.
into Caer Konig as an extra entry for me. So healer Redrick. Okay. Bribed by Imelda.
Encouraged.
Encouraged. Incentivized.
Incentivized.
Okay, good. So, some of you tell me who is going to the gate of the castle.
I'll walk up.
I am.
Yeah, I'll be.
All 3, other than Imelda, because Imelda doesn't want to go in the cold. Right, so this small castle looks quite old and squat, as we discussed before. You are approaching it. So have a look. No, don't need to tell you that. No, can't tell you that. Approaching the castle. A sturdy stone castle, devoid of warmth and ostentation, squats atop the cliffs overlooking the town and frozen harbour. Warding the castle entrance are thick battle-hardened doors, wooden gates. 4 cylindrical guard towers have wind-worn flags bearing the town's heraldry fluttering above their tiled conical roofs. These towers are connected by icy battlements and parapets, and basically are very forbidding. Atop the castle walls, just a little bit of light flickers within the guard towers. You reckon it's probably torches.
Is there some sort of bell or something, or is this just bang on
As you
shout?
approach the gate, you're being hailed and says, "Hello there. What do you want?" There's 2 lowered iron portcullises basically blocking that, and the doors are closed as well, so you can't even see
Can
them.
I use my persuasion to say, we just came from the tavern and they suggested we spend the night here because they're full there. But don't worry, we bring song and happiness and...
We don't like happiness. Speaker Konig is too sick to entertain guests anyway.
But I can soothe his soul with my music and sing gently and softly and
He
lull
needs
him to...
rest and quiet, not the noise of some foolish singer.
Oh, can I roll my persuasion?
You can. Yes, of course you can.
Here we go.
Maybe we could help heal him as well.
Yay.
He
My
has
fine
no
garments
need of
help
your
me.
heathen rituals.
Yay.
Oh, look at
Yes,
that.
he does, and you say so. My soft melodic voice will carry him to La La Land.
Unfortunately, they are not to be bargained with in that. They just
Oh,
say,
no.
"Oh no, you might have a sweeter voice than we thought, but take it to the tavern, sing there. They will appreciate it. Here, it will just annoy and torture the poor Speaker Konig. He needs his rest." Heal us
Sounds
all.
like there's more afoot than we think is going on here,
So-
guys.
You're not letting anybody in then?
No, we don't have
We
the
want
right
to speak
be
to the
in here.
speaker.
The speaker is
We
not
want to
available
speak to
right
the
now.
speaker.
We can try again tomorrow.
Why isn't he available? I thought you said he was just in his room.
So who am I
Yes, he-
speaking to?
Recuperate. What's the word again? Recuperating.
Recuperating.
Recovering?
Recuperating.
That's a big word for you, isn't it?
That's why I had to ask my friend.
There's definitely 2 of them there, yeah?
There's definitely 2 of them.
And they're humans, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, they're packed up against the coals and they have sort of a helmet on, and you'd think that under the big fur coat they probably have some sort of armor on. They look and sound human.
I am just so insulted. My diva self, it's like, oh. So I walk away in a huff. I'm done with them.
I'm just looking there. I actually have names as well. Is that the right names?
It could be worth a gold if you let us stay, spend a night.
I like gold, but I can't let you stay.
You've got a warm stable.
Yeah, it's a human. Probably in his late 20s, you reckon, from what you can see, which is not a lot. No, nothing available for you. Go away. The gates remains closed.
Right, we'll be back in the morning.
You just wait.
Tell the speaker he's got some guests coming to see him.
Now we'll see how he feels tomorrow morning.
Seems like you're cock blocking, but anyway, see ya.
See ya.
I wonder if something's amiss.
That definitely does seem a little dodgy. If I'm asking honestly, it does sound like they are keeping him apart for whatever reason.
But I thought there may be.
Whatever reason could they have?
I thought a bit of money may twist their arm.
Making money.
If only we had someone who could sneak in.
If only somebody could. But it's a 10-meter high wall. Is it 10? I think 10 meter.
Yeah, that's fine. You know, Sploot is so small. It's just like.
Yeah.
Might have to do the next session solo with him. Sneaking around the castle.
That
There's
would be
an
very
old
cool.
library in the castle. I'll tell you that much.
Oh my god!
Of course
I will
it is.
have to
There'd be a
wait
massive
We'll
library.
play that when I find that out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Well, I
there's
would
anything in
that
it.
for my
Okay.
grandmother. Whatever.
Well, maybe let's come back in the morning and see what it looks like. I assume there's no obvious way, other means of getting in, because the walls are intact, aren't they?
They are intact. I mean, you could try and scale the walls. But yeah, this place is pretty... seems to be guarded, and it seems to be pretty good, well maintained. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not too suspicious enough to suggest we break in. Do I have a grappling hook?
Not suspicious enough. Where's my grappling hook?
I don't have one.
Oh, there is in Caer Konig, there's an outfitter where you can buy stuff like that.
Does he want to buy a mastercrafted short sword?
That reminds me of our Windhane one. So,
well, it looks like we're going to be sleeping inside of our
your wagon.
That wagon, yeah.
I'm afraid so.
Which is hilarious because I'm going to be on my way up to the castle to stay there and say, hi, I've come to join my friend.
No, you'll encounter them on the way back.
Oh, will I? Okay.
Yeah, let's make it not so hard. Otherwise, they'll throw snowballs at you or something.
You don't have any way of sneaking in, do you, Imelda? All that magic power you have?
Or you're asking her if she's got anything useful?
Yeah, ride a lightning bolt, maybe.
Don't make us laugh, Oregon. I don't do anything useful.
Can we attach you to a fireball and you can send it over?
Actually, I'm really, really good. Well, I'm really good for sneaking comparatively. I've got a 12 in it, so I'm actually okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I find out. I convey that I ask about the poisoning, and that he didn't find a reason, and I found out that there was a problem of getting in.
Yeah. Who's rolling and why?
Oh, that was me, and I have no clue. I think I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. So you find some sleep in your wagon. It gets a little bit warm and cozy in there, which is nice, but also a little bit stale air. So occasionally somebody will have to open the window and get some air in. But the next morning comes around. Zoom ahead. There we go. What's your plan? What's your plan of action? Do you want to carry on to the next town, or do you want to do something else here? Try and get back in again.
Well, I think we should try the castle one more time.
Yeah.
Head up to the castle.
Paul? Thoughts? Sure.
What?
You think that we should go up to the castle?
Yeah.
Carol?
Seems a bit dodgy.
Before we leave.
Well, you were concerned about the speaker's health and welfare. And it kind of sounded fishy that they didn't let us in, and I don't know why. So I want to hear it from the speaker himself, why they're not welcoming travelers, and especially fine artists as we are, right, Twinkle? Yes, you agree. And I believe we need to go there and at least redeem our reputation that we weren't turned away, because I don't think it was the speaker who turned us away. I think the guards are guarding him a little bit too much. And I think I need to write a song about this, and I need a little bit more detail. Yeah.
The guards were dodgy.
That absolutely. I mean, like, nobody turns me away, and they did.
Yeah. All right. Well, sounds like we best get back up there then. Can we have a quick word with the innkeeper and just ask him about anything suspicious going on up at the castle?
Suspicious? Well, as you were just discussing, yeah. The speaker has been in bed for about 2 weeks now. Nobody's.
But weren't you the one who told us to go up there for a room?
Yeah.
And then they turned us away?
Guards are
Has anyone seen the speaker at all for weeks?
I think he's been seen on the wall somewhere, but don't think anybody's spoken to him.
Well, let's see if we can get him. You don't have no secret tunnel that either comes from under the inn and goes in, do you?
No.
We're gone. I
Right,
wanted
a
to
question.
secret to you. I know dwarves have tunnels. Some of them are secret, and others don't know about them.
Yeah, this place is suspiciously close to the castle. Good escape route. Good escape route in as well.
Actually, that is actually really smart, Orgon. I apologize to you.
I'm a dwarf, you know. I know that stuff. I may not know the other stuff like books and whatnot, but I know about tunnels.
Well, I apologize. That is actually really brilliant.
Good.
So is there?
Not that I know of, says the innkeep.
Let's check your larder.
Yeah, can we check your
My
cellar?
larder.
Oh, your cellar, where you keep the barrels of mead, the barrel of mead.
You're going to go into the cellar of an inn, so
Well, no,
I
if
now
he's
have to
allowing
create
us
some
to.
giant rats just to fulfill the trope. What's that face for, Paul?
Giant rats.
That's what you always do as a first thing, isn't it? Slay the giant rats.
Yes,
and-
we
know-
moved the bar for giant rats, haven't we?
Yeah.
Let's just skip the rats. Say we dispatch them and get right to the basement of the castle through an underground pass.
You know
What?
what? I like it, but nah. Too tropical. You do look around as your dwarf here, and he looks around and says, "Oh, well, I can't see any secret tunnels here." So
They would be well hidden.
the question is really at this stage: do you want to really get into this castle? Because then I think we probably should make a whole session from it. Or do you put a pin in this and say, on our way back, we will investigate? I'm happy with either.
I think we should investigate it on our way back.
Yeah, I'm
That's
quite
fine
happy
if
with
you
either. I
think you-
can
Yeah,
cope
that's
with either.
fine. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
okay.
Let's move on. And
So-
we'll get
Do we make a quick quest log note on it? Let's see. What are we going to call it? Speaker Cranach.
Cranach's in trouble.
Caer Konig. So
I created one incorrectly in inactive quests. Can you move them between?
I can.
You can. Yeah. Thieves in Caer Konig, I created one, so move that to available.
Yeah, you can actually do that as well, I think.
Oh no, I can't seem to move one.
So you wanted which one? Thieves in Caer
Inactive
Konig.
quests. Yeah. There
So
we go.
You can see it
Bingo.
now and available, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. It's useful, this, I have to say. This quest log, I do like it.
Hmm.
I need to move that to available as well. In progress is currently nothing. So, the next day then, after trying again at the gate and being turned away again, you could actually just have the short hop across to Caer Konig. It's not far now.
Yeah,
Yep.
just do it.
Head on to Caer Konig.
Caer Konig. No, okay. Caer Konig. So, activate. Looks similar, but different.
So you guys don't want to like walk around the castle to see any hidden spots?
We're going to try on the way
Entrances?
back.
Spend some time doing
On the
that.
way back.
But essentially, from a first inspection, you see some places where you could possibly try to clamber up with a rope or a climbing hook or something like that. But there's nothing where you say, "Oh, that must be a tunnel."
And Sploot's feeling a bit unwell to climb today at the moment, so we're travelling to Caer Konig, and on the way back he'll be fit. He'll feel a lot better.
Okay.
You're just down the
Fit
road,
as a
so it's not far at least. So, Caer Konig, I can close for now. And go to Caer Konig. So, Caer Konig in a nutshell. The white snow-covered slopes of Calvin Cairns loom large behind this quiet lakeside town. Remember Calvin's Cairn? You've been up there. It started as a camp for a group of mountaineers from the northern Moonsea region, and as it grew, it became a town. Both of them were overrun by orcs at some point. So these days, it's sort of got terraces of houses that recede from the shore of the lake like tiers of an amphitheater, it says here. The harbour is frozen.
No token, by the way. No token, by the way.
Ah, now you're telling me.
On this one, no token. The other one was fine.
Yeah, that's because the other one I had done last time. So this one I had done for this time.
There we go.
Yeah, I won't read it all up. The ferry used to stop here as well, but it also stopped for here. Yes, so you come in. There you go. What do you want to know about it? It's about 150 people living here. Got a small, tiny little militia. You can see the coat of arms there. Just disappeared, as I was saying. Why is that flashing? Interesting. It's this jumping trout. And yeah, the
Oh,
main...
yeah, it's gone now.
Better?
That symbol disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
strange.
appeared again. And now it's flashing.
I don't know. Whenever I put my
But it
mouse
stopped
on
flashing.
it disappears. It's really strange. So, mystery. Make it a quest. Coat of arms keep disappearing.
Well,
just like
someone
the
keeps
thieves.
stealing it and putting it back
Exactly.
again.
Exactly. So, the local inn is called the Hook, Line, and Sinker. There is a adventuring outfitter which you've been notified of. Sorry, the local tavern is the Hook, Line, and Sinker. The inn is called the Northern Light. So, you still have your barrel of mead. One of them, we decided, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So you can do the whole shakedown again if you want, or you can do something different. But yeah. Where are you headed?
Hook, line, and sinker, I suppose, if anything. So it's middle of the day now, isn't it?
Yeah. The town sits quietly at the foot of the cairn. Few bundled up people shuffle between snow-battered houses, keeping their heads down, barely bothering to give you a look. Yeah, and then as you walk up the roads, a pile of snow stirs right next to you. It's like somebody's hidden in it.
Mm.
It stirs again as you look at it.
Interesting background. It says the only thing that keeps the townsfolk from leaving is the beer at the local tavern, which never seems to run out. So they've got a lot of beer, they just haven't got the mead.
They don't have mead.
No,
yeah.
mate. Don't have mead anymore. Oh, we got a barrel there, haven't we?
That extra one, yeah.
They completely ignored me when I said this. Can you hear me, guys? About the snow stirring. Did you hear that or not?
To hear what?
Nice.
What's going on with my audio here? Can you not hear me?
Snow stirring?
I said, I read the whole thing out to you, and now you're telling me you didn't hear it.
You missed the very end of it.
So,
Yeah.
let's do that. A pile of snow stirs as you pass it, and someone seems to be hidden beneath it.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
Who's there?
And somebody jumps out, a figure jumps out of the snow and says, "Who goes there? Is it thieves? Have I found you creeping bastards?" And he pulls down
Do we look like thieves?
a scarf covering his face, and you see it's a dragonborn, silver scales, and he's got a big but empty wine bottle in his hand, like a weapon, yeah,
You're
trying
the
to wave it at you,
speaker.
and he goes belch, then starts grinning, and he says, "Oh, pardon my manners, bit jittery with all the thieving going on. Name's Trovis. I'm the town speaker."
Provis, they spoke of you in other towns. You were famous.
Oh, of course I'm
Unmelted.
famous, speaker, I'm supposed to say. I used to be famous adventurer as well, you know.
So why did you stay here then?
Oh, not so loud, please.
I think what you're good at now is lifting things, though, aren't you? Mainly
Lifting?
from bars.
What, are you calling me the thief? You've got some cheek. I was trying to ambush the thieves here. But
No, I never called you a thief.
he sort of turns around and looks. How did I end up here?
Right.
Let's go to the bar, Inn. What's
I
the
think
best place
I think the
here?
answer to, yeah, I think
And you
the
could
answer to
tell
that
us about
question
these
might be at the
thieves.
bottom of a bottle.
Yeah, bottle. Speaking of which, I need some more.
Yeah, thought you might.
So, where is your inn? Where's the tavern? Let's go.
Sure, but let's see. Where's the inn? And he looks slightly confused, but then looks around and says, "Come on, I'll take you to the sisters. They'll look after you. They'll look after you. They're helpful.
The sisters. Okay.
in the Northern Light." So he
All right, go on then, move on.
stumps across. And then as he walks around, he's sort of trying to suppress some hiccups. But then he says, "Oh, yeah, you were saying lifting. The town has some thievery troubles. No one seems to see anything. Well, just the other night, the lantern over the Northern Light was stolen. Corey won't let me hear the end of it, just because I haven't been able to find those responsible. But with you there, hopefully she won't chew my ear off again."
Well, you are much better than the past speaker we didn't get to see. That previous town, he wouldn't even come out of the castle, and the guards wouldn't even let him out. Don't know what's going on down there.
Cranach, yeah. He's a bit of a waste of space, if you ask me.
Not like you. You met us as soon as we came. You were right there to greet us.
Indeed, I pay attention to what's happening around me.
Yes, you do.
I have a knack for this sort of stuff, I'm good at it.
Yeah.
Back
We
then,
were welcomed
very
by the
observant.
speaker himself, yeah.
Yeah, I ambushed a half ogre once. Pushed it
Did you?
right into the river and watched it float away and gave him a good to do,
Aren't you clever?
All right. Wow.
You wouldn't believe the stories
now-
I can tell if you buy me a beer.
Who's that?
Wow.
A woman, I believe you mentioned, who's going to give you crap for
Corey.
some-
Oh, she's one of the sisters running the inn.
Oh.
But with you there, I'm sure she won't.
Which inn?
The Northern Light, although they might have to change their name now because the light is gone.
Oh, the light is gone. What's up with the light?
I was stolen.
But it's thievery here. Lots of thievery.
The lantern.
Sure.
That magic lantern they had. And then you pretty much arrive at the place, I think. Unless you want to ask something else.
No. Not of this sort.
No.
Sod. He's a nice guy.
Sot.
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 Sort.
Sot. S-O-T.
Oh, sought.
Silence. Right.
There's dog issues. That's why.
Not of this sort. You approach the tavern. So yeah, these thieveries really need to stop. Anyway, here we are. By the way, don't be rude. Be nice to the sisters.
Always, always.
So you come to this place called the Northern Light on the eastern edge of town. An empty hook hangs above the door, like meant for lantern. The inn appears to be quite empty at this time of day, and a young woman looks up as you enter and gives Trovis a chastising smile and says, "Did you fall asleep outside again?"
No, it was ambushing thieves.
I'm telling you, Trovis, one day you're going to have to stop relying on the kindness of strangers. And then she opens the door into what looks like a kitchen and calls out, "Heat up something for Trovis. He's been out patrolling again."
Hmm.
And then she comes around and says, come on in. Get out of the cold."
Oh, this is a much better town than that last one.
And Trovis goes across and flops into quite a large chair that seems to be his spot. Yeah, almost a little bit throny, but it's in the pub. So, well, welcome to Caer Konig. What brings you here?
You hear that you're short of mead up this way, so we thought we'd bring some.
Oh, you work for good meat, do you?
Yeah, kind of.
We have, they have had jobs with good mead, absolutely.
She's new.
You're not beekeepers, are you?
No, do we look like beekeepers?
Because it always puzzles me. How do they do it? You know, everything is frozen. And how do the bees keep getting honey? I always wondered about that.
Yeah.
I
Special
think they
bees.
Well, see, I've heard there's a story about the man who squeezed the bees to get the honey, and we've
Carol
got to
has
raise
a
a
song
drink
about
to the man who squeezed the bees.
So,
Yeah, Carol has a song. She can sing it to you.
she knows the song.
Oh, I haven't made that song up yet. I haven't.
Oh.
It's still in development because I had some questions about your time there. So
I just know
it's
the
in
song about
development.
Eric Half the Bee.
Ah, the Cartha bee. I've heard of that one.
I've heard of that one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't know what happened to the other half a bee though.
So, a brief moment later, where was I? Yeah, you're still not talking about things, are you? Okay.
No,
She said, I'm
Somebody
glad you
like
found our
heard it.
place because it's not lit up anymore, is it?
No,
So
I
tell us about this thief then. We heard down in the other place, some thief causing you trouble. Maybe we
Well.
can help you there.
2 nights ago, our lantern was stolen. 3 nights ago, a pair of goats was stolen. And just last night, a small sack of pearls apparently got stolen out of the Frozen Fire Expeditions shop.
wowzers, that's not good.
they're all random.
Yeah, it's completely random.
Something every night for the last 3 nights.
Yeah, and before that, some stuff had been stolen as well. I just wonder, with the harsh storm we had and all the harsh weather, whether the dwarves who live in the valley at the base of
Well,
Kelvin's
dwarves
Cairn are
don't steal.
sneaking into town to steal stuff.
Dwarves don't steal. Let me make that clear.
But somebody would have heard them. A quiet dwarf is an oxymoron, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So I'm thinking, are all
A
of the
annoyed
items
dwarf
that were
is dangerous as well.
Are all of
I'm a bit fuming under the collar here.
Are
Clenching my
all
battle axe.
of these items that were stolen from outside?
No, the pearls.
Goats are
They were
outside.
stolen from inside the
Lanterns
shop,
outside.
I think, or the storeroom or something like that. But in that moment,
Princess, clear your ears out. She just said that the last thing was stolen from within the shop.
No, the last thing she said was that dwarves are thieves.
yeah, look. In that moment, the door from the kitchen is flung open, and another lady comes out, stern-looking. She holds a steaming bowl of soup and places that straight in front of Trovis and says, "No dwarf did this. Someone would have spotted them, caught him. No, there's something more going on here. Besides, what use do hungry dwarves have for a lantern? That makes no sense, Corey."
Exactly. You're right there, woman.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dwarves like to eat good food and drink good beer. They don't care about lanterns.
Would you like some of my soup then?
Yeah. That may make up for your friend here.
My sister.
Oh, is that what she is?
Mm.
I would love to fill this in with lovely music this
You
evening.
can, but there are no other guests at this point.
Oh, okay. No, never mind.
Depends
Yeah.
what the motif is.
So
Whether-
think for
If
her
it's money earning, then that wouldn't help.
So, who's arrived in this place in the last 3 days then? Any newcomers?
No, I don't think so. Not over the last few days. You know, since the ferry stopped running, we don't get a lot of visitors here.
Do you ever have problems with kobolds or goblins or imps?
Kobolds or goblins or imps? Yeah, I think last year we had some trouble with goblins coming in. But that's a long time ago. I don't think they're still around.
Can we have a look at this shop? Maybe we can find some evidence of who broke in.
Yeah, sure. Sure. I'm sure they're frozen fast. They'll let you in. And by the way, yeah, if you are the investigating kind, if we can find our lantern and maybe our goats, we'll put you up for free.
So your goats were stolen then?
You.
Yeah. 2 of them.
Goat.
Both of our goats were stolen.
That's no
Have
good.
you done a house-to-house search?
Well, we have asked around in the neighborhood.
Well, a thief ain't going to say, yeah, I stole your goats, are they?
And Trovus
Everyone
has
knows-
asked around and sent his militia around knocking on doors.
Hmm.
How's the weather been, Frank? Like, would we be able to see tracks or different
Ooh.
types of tracks?
You
Like,
might be
maybe
able to. You might be able to. Let me have a look at the weather last night. Strong winds again, so that will make it a bit harder and heavy snowfall. But you can have a go, but it will be Bane.
So it's bushcraft.
Yes. So last night something happened at the Frozen Far, so I'm assuming you're checking around there now. That's looking very good. Yeah, that will be good enough. Let me just check where the Frozen Far stuff is, because unfortunately I was clever in putting the map out that doesn't have any markings on it, because I didn't want you to see everything. But it also means I don't know where things are, which is not so clever after all. So I have to find my map of it. Is it easier to get the book out, do I think? Let me have a look. So, entertain each other for a moment while I look for the map.
So is it somebody? Okay, so we've got 2 problems. We've got thievery, and we also have why does the boat naturally, like, does the ferry naturally stop at this time of year, or is this something that's abnormal?
Well, it was still the decision from down there, from East Haven, that the people running the ferry said, I think, I can't remember his name, something with Shin. He decided that it was too dangerous to run the ferry anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it's the ferry, though.
So,
Has this affected your economy?
oh,
I wonder if
yes,
someone
absolutely.
sneaked in.
Trade is more difficult. People don't come here. They don't visit. It's quite terrible for us. So, I'm just telling you, Caer Konig, as I'm zooming through the maps the wrong way. So, the northern light is that building there. Can you see it when I ping it? Not there.
Yeah.
That's where you basically currently are.
Okay.
So then the next bit is the hook, line, and sinker is just next door, basically. It's just there.
So it's across like the square.
Across the square, the market square, whatever you want to call it. And the Frozen Far, they're up here on the edge of town.
And what is that?
That's the expeditions, the outfitters, where they
the outfitters.
beaded
Now,
the bags,
is
the
this-
pearl bags have been stolen.
Is this a mountain or a cliffside?
This is basically, yeah, it's like a cliffside, so that's why it's sort of built in terraces. You've got the lower level, the middle level.
Okay. All right.
And the speaker's house is this one here with a little turret on it.
Okay, and there's a picture of the speaker, isn't there, in the main map?
I think there is a
Yeah, if
picture
you
of
go to the
speaker.
main map and go to the location,
Is it-
there's a
you go to the
picture of him.
bookmark.
He's quite impressive looking.
And you zoom down a bit. Oh yeah, there you've got all the locations on it as well.
Yeah.
Could have had that easier. And then you get the drunk Dragonbane outside the inn with a hook.
Yeah.
Can I tell if the innkeeper's sister, the one who isn't as
Ali.
free, is she sweet on him, or just being sympathetic and worried about his drinking and stuff like that?
Oh, sorry, the first one. Corey.
Yeah, the first Corey.
Is she sweet on him? She seems to see him
Is
like...
there a concern?
You reckon that she's sort of trying to look after him a bit, but it's more like you might be looking after your dad who had a few drinks too many.
All right. Okay, fair enough. Thanks.
Rather than a romantic interest.
Okay.
Okay. So, you're going up to Frozen Far,
Yeah.
which I've now shown you, and the bushcraft succeeded, we said. So, I need to make something up. Following... So, the tracks, there are some tracks behind it, yes. They go up north, up the slope. From behind the Frozen Far.
Towards the old castle.
No, the old
What?
castle is over to the left. It's really north, so
Okay.
up to here.
Okay.
They seem to
What
go.
type of tracks do they seem to be? Like, are they dwarven, human? Like, I should be able to tell by the size of the
Yeah, you reckon there could be boot prints. There could be dwarven or human. Because dwarves have big feet for how high they are. But it seems to be just one individual, you reckon. But unfortunately, as soon as it clears the first bit, the first sort of 50, 60 yards, it goes onto a bit of rocky, and then you can't see where it goes on. And it's up there exposed as well, so where the snow and the wind came, wiped across it.
I pointed out to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we should follow these tracks then.
Mm.
Go
So-
over the top.
Can
Are-
I go to the peak that Imelda has said and use my eagle eye to look out with my
Absolutely.
spot hidden?
Absolutely, you can.
Yay.
That's
So
awesome.
how do I use eagle eye?
I think
Right.
Eagle Eye is a heroic ability, is that right?
It is, yeah. I
So
just
let me have a
used.
Eagle Eye, if you click on it and go to description, it will tell you. So it says, you can see a person or object up to 200 meters away in great detail as if they are standing right next to you. The effect lasts one stretch. In combat, you can shoot a target beyond the weapon's effective range. You must activate it for each new target. So basically you have to activate it with willpower once, which is 2 points. And then you can do me an awareness. Is 1 boon enough for Eagle Eye, do we think, to spot something? Because it's not like you know what you're looking for. Oh,
Right.
It's not like, there's somebody standing, zoom it in. You are actually still trying to locate the tracks. So I think maybe an awareness or maybe bushcraft if you prefer. And I'm going to give you boon. We haven't rolled enough today, clearly.
No, there's. I'm thinking. I'm gonna think here.
Ooh.
No,
Dangerous.
don't think. All right. So spot hidden wouldn't be the one I'd be using.
Yeah, spot hidden would work as well, actually.
Okay, yeah, that I'll do my adaptive human skill for spot hidden
yeah.
rather than awareness.
Yeah, fine. Use whatever is favorable for you. Ooh, nice roll. And I did say boon, if you want the second one, just in case you get a dragon.
Roll a 1.
Oh, I roll it again then?
Yeah, just roll again, just in case.
Yay.
It's a 2, not a 1.
So close.
So close. So, yeah, you actually look across this rocky bit and you zoom in with your eagle eye and say, oh, over there, I think the snow over there must have been disturbed before it goes into a little bit of a dip, into wind-protected dip again. And you can point out to the others where this goes on. This track goes on.
Let's go.
So you're all along on this expedition, I take it?
Yep.
Okay, so you
Yep.
stomp through there. It's a little bit of light still because you didn't take so long to get here this morning. And you see the track and you follow it for a little while. And it's not so hard, actually. But then the track stops and then changes significantly to something else, to something bigger. Like somebody was walking initially, but now they're getting on a sled or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Right.
If you wanted more information, I might have to have another bushcraft from you. Whoever is
I'll
your
give-
tracker.
I will do a bushcraft.
And if several people want to look, then you can have a boon for assistance.
I'll assist in the looking
You
for
still have your
Imelda.
eagle eye as well, don't you?
How
for
long does
stretch.
that last?
Stretch.
For
oh,
stretch,
stretch is 15
okay.
minutes. No, that's about right then. Oh, nice. So, you reckon that's a sledge, but it was pulled by something with bipedal, so it's having two feet, but much bigger.
So, so bigger than Lido and whatever the heck
Yep.
its name
Your beak,
is.
axe beaks.
Max Biggs.
It's more like the verbeek or something like that. Maybe slightly smaller than the verbeek.
Okay, so
Like an ogre.
Potentially, yeah. And that's that track is heading towards the northeastern foothills of Kelvin's Can, towards the big mountain that is dominating the skyline.
okay.
Okay. Keep going.
Let's go.
We're almost there. We're halfway there. So yeah, let's keep going.
So you've got about an hour and a bit of, call it down daylight, twilight, dim light. Do you want to just head off during that time? Or are you looking at the clock and saying, at the sun and saying, we can only do half of it?
Of course not. Keep going.
You keep
Ah,
going.
we
So
go
you
in.
don't have your wagon with you, yeah?
Yeah.
You're walking.
Yeah.
Right. So, you get close to the rocky outcrops now of Kelvin's Camp. It starts sloping up. And the wind is really howling again. This bit is quite exposed again. And you do lose the track here. So either you manage another roll or you will have to spend some time looking for it.
Gonna roll again.
One more roll. Yeah, come on. One more roll. No boon this time.
Regular roll, right?
Just regular roll. Okay. It takes you about another half hour or so, but then you find it again. I just need to keep rough track of time because interesting things might happen. No, you will not get the automatic blizzard that the rules are talking about here. You come into a little valley, like a crevasse into the mountain, and it looks like there is some sort of fortress or something off in the distance, built into the hillside.
Mm-hmm.
Dwarven make?
Yeah, ancient fortress.
Ah, yeah, I mean, it's hard to see from the distance, but it looks quite blocky, like a blocky dwarven-style stronghold. It's built into the mountainside.
Will I have heard of this? Myths and legends or anything like
Do
that?
we myths and legends?
It's going to be my first roll of the evening.
Oh,
Oh, this might be the fabled city of... I can't use Underdark, that doesn't work. The Shimmer Mine. It might be the famous old Shimmer Mine.
Ah, the fabled city, the dwarven city of Shimmermine. Of course, I knew it was somewhere out here.
It's been
That's
lost
where
for
we
a
are.
while.
Oh, Vorgon. It's in a different direction.
It's this way.
You've been
How would you know? I'm the dwarf around here.
Yeah, I know you're the dwarf, but I've read things, and my grandmother told me that there was something here, but I'm not sure if that was what it was. am I able to make a myths and legends roll?
Yeah, you are. But you're not a dwarf,
Okay.
so I might give you Bane.
A Bane? All right, I can take the Bane. And so I say, and this is what it is.
Well, you know it's not Shimmermine. But that's all
Okay.
you know. You have not heard
Oh.
any myths or legends of this place. It actually, in a way, looks too new to be anything legendary.
I think I'm right.
It's not something my grandmother would have told me. Okay.
Yeah, what's your grandmother know about dwarven booming fortresses?
Well, she's a queen now.
Okay,
Well, queen or no queen, she ain't no dwarf.
I think I'm going to give you a little more if somebody wants to sneak up and have a look. But I'm assuming you're not just strolling straight there.
I can do
Oh,
a
I
spot
thought-
hidden and sneak around.
Yeah, I
Or
could do
got
that.
stored
It's not
up.
hidden as such. The question is whether you will be spotted, how close you want to get. The place is not hidden as such. Once you find the right
I
location.
think we should just stroll up, bold as brass. What we got to be scared of?
Well, let's try to be quiet first and see if
Scoot
they.
normally would go first, but if somebody else wants to take that scouting role today, that's fine.
I've got just a 9 in sneaking. Anyone can beat that? Anyone?
Twinkle.
In plate mail.
Twinkle who's wearing plate mail.
That look was great. The turning around is
Sneaking plate mail.
Snowing. It's snowing.
spot on.
Well, I'll give it a go. I'll give
Is
it a
this
go.
sneak-
Give it
Is this
go, and I'm gonna roll against it. Blind,
Okay.
so you don't know what it is.
So
Right. Good to know.
I
Okay.
failed. Okay.
You don't know whether you failed or not. You think you're making a decent job. So, you're pushing, are you?
No, that was
Oh, that was somebody else. You're sneaking along.
I was
So you come up to this place, and it's like a blocky stronghold, as it says here, bereft of warmth or charm. So a bit brutalist in its architecture, juts out of a hillside in a rough crescent shape. Only part of the construction is visible; the rest seems to be buried in the stone. There's a large double door of stone that seems to be the main entrance, straight into the hillside. The terrain leading to it is gently upward sloping, covered with fresh snow. A stream used to flow out of the barred culvert next to the main entrance, but the waterway is frozen. 2 other barred openings can be seen along the stronghold's northern wall. Anyone positioned behind these openings and looking out at the right time would have an unobstructed view of where you're standing. Closer to you, and actually separated from the rest of the stronghold, sort of sitting out on the plain a little bit, is a snow-covered stone bunker with lots of arrow slits pointing all the way around it. And that's the message you take back to your people. And
Okay.
I think at that moment is a good moment for a cut. What have you found? What do you think?
Frank Lloyd Wright's earlier work. Sure, he
Okay.
gets them.
I don't.
Anybody who's an architectural fan understands.
Brutalist.
Brutalist 19. Yeah.
I was just actually discussing with my students the finer points of Bauhaus.
Bauhaus.
And you
is
know how
awesome.
Bauhaus, one of the approaches was to make useful stuff, mass-produced, so it's affordable for everything, but it also has some beauty in it. And we looked at Bauhaus chairs, the
Function.
Breuer chairs, for example, and found one website selling them currently in Britain. It's sort of a lounging chair. What do you think? How much will that cost? A steel
500
frame.
quid.
Yeah,
£1,000?
£16,700.
Okay, maybe
Wow.
a bit more than I thought.
But it's an original Bauhaus
No.
construction.
That's a reconstruction. It's a freshly made one. We thought, oh, well, the Bauhaus ideal, there it goes. Gropius would not have been impressed.
Totally
but yeah.
again.
So, on that, you have found a famous place. It's nothing to do with real brutalist architecture, but it looks a bit like it. Martin just said,
Excellent
"What?"
band as well.
And you found
Excellent band.
band.
Bauhaus.
Yeah,
Really good band.
Yeah, that too.
We got a lot done.
Germany is also a DIY store, if it's still around. It used to be.
Oh, okay. Understand that.
So, you could also say IKEA is the sort of spawn of Bauhaus.
Yeah.
Several
Yeah, but
generations done.
Bauhaus understood art. Like it was
Yes.
an intentional outcropping of the 20s and of Art Deco into a more modernist
Can I
approach.
borrow you for one of my lessons?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll come on Zoom and we can talk about the benefits of Bauhaus artistic. What is it? Form function.
Form follows function.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Anyway, we are getting slightly off topic here. So, you have done quite a lot today. You snuck into the town. You hit your roll art critique. You hit the cauldron. Sploot, actually, Sploot is with you, but you hit it quite well. You hope we'll find out. When you left the town, of course, you took it with you, didn't you? So I'm assuming it's in your wagon.
Yeah. It's in the wagon.
You went via Caer Konig to find out some stuff there, that something odd is going on with the speaker. You made it all the way to Caer Konig, where you found out about the thefts, and through some really good rolling and the use of your eagle eye, you made some discovery and found the track faster and sooner than I would have anticipated. So that leaves for today the job of experience points.
Cool.
Provided you want any.
Yes, please.
Where have I got it? No, that's not it. Experience. No, that's travel. I've got my rules reference document there. It is. Experience.
Do we first roll any ones?
You can
and
first roll
20?
anything you want to roll for improvement.
Yeah. I did my 120 roll. So here we go. Yeah.
Oh, did I go up?
Yeah, it was only 6 before.
That's the wrong thing you clicked. You have to click on the arrow that is next to the skill. Carol.
Carol.
Did that go up? Yes, went up. Sneaking. There you go. Anybody else?
Huzzah.
No, I made one roll and that was it.
I rolled a couple of times.
Yeah, we didn't roll a lot today because we didn't fight. So, did you participate? Yes, you did. Did you explore new location? You did. Did you defeat one or more Dane? No, you didn't. Obstacle? Not really.
No, we didn't get into the castle.
So it's only 2.
No.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think that
It's fine.
finding the tracks is not an obstacle, is it?
No, there will be plenty more next time. So I think having a 2 now also means that Sploot doesn't fall behind so far. So you can spend those 2 on something that you want to practice, or you can keep them for later if you want to learn something from a healer or something.
Meh.
Fail. Okay. Good. Now we should be back in about 2 weeks' time. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me just check that I've not messed this up.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm up to 7th animism.
So the 27th.
Oh, that wasn't me. No, that was me. No.
Haven't you got your own dice set
I
up?
saw the 20, but I still got up with the 19, so that's awesome.
Right, good. So, 2 weeks' time for this one, but next week we're going to be back to Shadow of the Weird Wizard plus Warhammer. So Weird Hammer, as I call it.
Weird Hammer.
So if you want to come and watch that, it will probably, because I again have after school, will be on Reluctant Artsies, where we're sitting relating to
Finally got my sound
the stream.
corrected.
And then I'm hopefully will be joining you again. So far, typical. I've got only 4 students to see that. Four students to see that night. First one is booked at 4:15. Second one at 5:15. Next one at 5:30, and the fourth one hasn't booked, and I can almost guarantee it will be 6:15.
It'll be like 7:30.
That's only 10 minutes appointments as well. But you never know. The fourth one might book it nice and early, and then I might even be there towards the beginning. Anyway,
So, let's
I hope
so.
you enjoyed your little exploration today, and
Lots of
quick plug again if anybody really feels like they want to donate. No forcing, of course, but the QR codes are over there. It's for good cause. And if you want to watch the video in the chat, there's a link for it. What it's all about, but it is in German. Just be warned. Right. I look forward to seeing you next time. So farewell, dear stream. We have a couple of watches, but so not worth a raid. But good night, everybody.
good night.